Okay, we know that the domain and range, the domain is the input or the x value, and the range is the output or the y value. Okay, we also call them the independent variable and dependent variable. So domain, range, x, y, input, output, independent variable, dependent variable. So let's just do a quick inequality review. If I say x is greater than 3, how do you put that on the number line here, if you remember? I draw an arrow and say x is greater than 3. This has to be an open circle, which means x can't equal 3. It has to be everything greater than 3. If I said x is less than or equal to -2, then I go to -2. It's less than, so it goes this way. But because of that equal sign, I can fill in the circle because it can equal -2. Okay? Remember that? Okay, that's something you should have learned in the last couple grades or so. So if I give you a line segment, let's just get rid of this stuff here. I give you a line segment, something like this. It's an ugly filled-in circle, but that's on 4. Okay, how would you write that? Well, you know this is on the x-axis, so x is in the middle, and it's greater than -5, open circle, see right there, open circle, so no equal sign attached to this, but it's less than or equal to +4, because this is a filled-in circle right here. Okay, so if you understand that, then you can understand how to write domain and range using inequalities. Okay, let's look at another example. Okay, now we're going to do range, which is the y value. If I give you this and this, okay, now you know because it's on the y-axis, y is in the middle, okay, and it's greater than, look at that, -4, but it's less than +3. So that's how you would write this particular line segment. Okay? That is basically how you do writing domain and ranges using inequalities. Okay? The x or the y is always going to go in the middle, whether it's domain or range, and sometimes it might be, it might go on forever. Okay? You might have something like this line that just goes to negative and positive infinity, and then you say negative infinity is less than x is less than positive infinity. Okay, that's how you would write that. But whatever axis you're looking at, the x-axis or the y-axis, then that letter goes in the middle, and these always face to the left. Okay, because you always go from the lowest number to the highest number. So whether it's, you know, whether x is greater than negative infinity or greater, you can't have greater than equal to infinity, but you can have it to a specific number. Okay, so that's how you do that. What if you have a line segment that does this? Wow, that's x and y. So you have to look at them separately. You know the x value is a domain. So here it starts there and it ends there. But because it's an open circle, you'd write the domain x. So we'll just write domain x, okay, is greater than -2. It's open circle right here. So you can't put an equal sign to it, but it's less than or equal to, because it's a closed circle up here, +4. So that's the domain. Now you're saying, what's the range? Okay, now you have to look at the y-axis from there to there. Open circle again, so put y in the middle is greater than -2 for y, and is less than or equal to, up here, +2. Okay, so that's how you write domain and range using inequalities. That's just a review on how to use those open and closed circles. Remember, if it's an open circle, it cannot have the equal sign attached to it. And that's pretty much how you do those.